Everybody eats every single day. I'm Miss Tara. I'm a teacher for WQLN. And today, Cookie Monster and I are happy that you're in the kitchen with us to help us find out what's cooking. Cookie and I would like to share with you the steps or the sequence of activities that you need to do to cook something in your very own kitchen at home. So there are cookies up here on our What's Cooking poster. Help us count them, and then we'll see how many steps there are. 1 cookie. 2 cookies. 3 cookies. 4 cookies, 4 steps. Under each one of these cookies, it tells us what to do in order or in sequence. That'll help us do a great job cooking a recipe. Today, I would like to cook with you one of my favorites. I used to make this with my own children when they were little. Fruit kebabs. They're healthy and delicious. So let's see what step number 1 is, okay? Can you pull it down for us, Cookie? Oh, step number 1 says to prepare. So to prepare, you need to get all your ingredients and the things you need to cook, and then you're ready for action. So let's go. Cookie and I just got home from the store. We're gonna unload the groceries, and I'll show you what ingredients you need to make fruit kebabs. Fruit kebabs is a fun recipe because you can choose what fruits you like the best and use them for this recipe. So I've gathered everything that we need because I am preparing, or step 1 in our sequence of cooking. I've got myself a cutting board here in case I need to trim off some of my fruit. And I also got a colander or a strainer, which is used to wash the fruit. You always want to wash your fruit before you eat it. And also I have my ingredients. That's how easy this recipe is. So let's see what my favorites are. Cookie, I got us some cantaloupe. Love cantaloupe. And I got some juicy, delicious red strawberries. And one of my favorites, green grapes. And then I also picked up these little wooden skewers. You can get these at most grocery stores. They're just tiny little sticks that you can slide the fruit on. That's all you need. So let's go over and find what step number 2 is in our sequence. All right, so far we've completed step number 1 in our sequence. We've prepared everything that we need to move on to step number 2. So once you get everything ready, what do you think might come next after preparing? Let's have Cookie pull it down and find out if you're correct. All right, Cookie, what does it say? Oh, it says to cook. Did you say cook at home? And you're correct. You're going to take everything that you gathered, and now it's time to start having some fun and cooking. Let's do it. The very first step before you cook anything is always to wash your hands really good with soap. Oh, that even feels so nice. Oh, nice and clean. Dry them off good, and let's get started. All right, Cookie and I are ready to get started, right, Cookie? So we have all our ingredients that we prepared. Our fruit is all washed and trimmed, and we have it all organized. It makes step 2, cooking, go so much easier if you've done step 1, prepare properly. So for these fruit kebabs, you're going to skewer, or you're going to put the fruit on all of these wooden skewers. Now you might need a grown-up to help you with this part because they are a little bit pointy so that you can get the fruit on them, okay? Let's make a beautiful pattern. They look better on the platter to serve when they have a beautiful pattern. So to make a pattern, we're gonna put the fruit in the same order over and over. Kind of like another sequence, right? So go ahead, I put a grape on first. That kind of holds it pretty well. And then I'm gonna go with a piece of cantaloupe second, and then a strawberry. Look how colorful and pretty and delicious that looks, don't you think? Now let's repeat our pattern. We're gonna start with the grape, and then we're gonna use a piece of cantaloupe second, and then what comes third, do you remember? Strawberry, good. And then to finish it off, I'm just gonna put a grape on the end. Those grapes tend to hold it on good. And now you've got a beautiful skewer that's delicious to eat. You can almost eat it this way, sideways, like corn on the cob, or you could slide the fruit off to eat it. So I'm gonna put on the tray here with the others. Look, I made a whole bunch of them. Aren't they pretty on the tray? That would be fun to serve to guests or just to eat for yourself for a healthy snack. That's step 2, cooking. Let's see what comes next. You may have noticed that I was wearing this over my clothes when I was cooking. This is called an apron, and it helps to protect your clothes underneath. Sometimes when you're cooking in the kitchen, it can be a little messy, and you don't want to ruin your favorite clothes, especially when you have an amazing shirt like I have on right now. I mean, it does have Cookie Monster on it, right, Cookie? I wouldn't want to ever ruin that. So these aprons come in handy. All right, Cookie and I are ready to find step 3. I bet you can guess what it is because it's one of the most delicious steps. It is, can you pull it down for us, Cookie? It is enjoy. The best part of cooking is when you're finished, you get the reward of eating the treasure that you made. So, Cookie, I'm gonna go ahead and have one of our delicious fruit kebabs. Where should I start? I think I'll have this grape right here on the end. So good. Always make sure that you don't eat or talk with your mouth open, right? We want to have good manners when we're enjoying our food. Well, I bet you're curious by now what step number 4 is, right? So I'm going to share a really good book with you called Maisie Makes Gingerbread. While I'm reading it, you can listen for step 1, prepare, step 2, cook, step 3, enjoy. And then if you're listening very closely, by the end of the story, I bet you discover what step number 4 in our sequence is. Maisie Makes Gingerbread by Lucy Cousins. Maisie is in her kitchen today. She's going to make gingerbread cookies. Maisie needs flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and ginger. Maisie mixes everything together. She rolls out the dough and cuts out different shapes. Maisie puts the cookies into the oven. Maisie licks the bowl while the cookies are baking. Then she washes up. Ding dong, that's the doorbell. Who can it be? It's Charlie and Tallulah, just in time for an afternoon snack. Yum, yum, nice gingerbread cookies, Maisie. The end. Maisie Makes Gingerbread is one of Cookie's favorite stories, right, Cookie? Because Maisie cooks cookies in this story. And we all know how much Cookie Monster loves cookies, right? Now, I bet you recognized a lot of the parts in our sequence, but did you hear the one part we didn't talk about yet? Let me show you the page to remind you. Maisie prepared and she cooked, and I loved when she licked the bowl when she was waiting. Oh, that's fun. You don't need any grown-ups to help you do that part. And then when she was done cooking, she went to her sink and she did this. Do you remember what she was doing? She was cleaning up. That's right. You always want to clean up your dishes and wipe down your whole kitchen so the next time that you want to cook a recipe, it's ready to go. So I bet you if we pull down cookie number 4, it will say clean. Let's find out. You ready, Cookie? Pull it down, and sure enough, it says to clean. So I'm going to head over and do all the dishes, and I'll meet you back here. All right, dishes are all finished, and the kitchen's all cleaned up, Cookie. So anytime we want to cook again, we're ready to go. So now that you know the 4 steps or the sequence and how to cook, you can make just about anything you want. In case you think you might forget, I have a great craft to share with you. And then you can have your own way to remember the 4 steps of what's cooking. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a miniature or a smaller version of our what's cooking sequence chart. So you might need a grown-up to help you. You can gather some things from around your house. I got 2 pieces of paper, one for the chart, one for the cookies. And I happen to have a ruler, but you can use this any kind of straight edge you want. I traced a line across the top, and then I used my ruler to divide it into 4 equal sections like that for my cookies. Just like on our big chart. Okay, next you need to make your cookies. So I grabbed a clean glass out of the cupboard, I turned it upside down, and with a pencil, I traced 4 cookies, since there's 4 stages of our sequence chart. Then I had fun decorating them. I put chocolate chips on mine, but you can put anything you want. And then I cut them out. Then you can glue them onto here with a little bit of glue, but actually a stapler seems to work a little better because it's easier to lift them up or down if you use a stapler. But if you don't have a stapler, a little dab of glue or tape will also work as well. So if you have a stapler, you're going to go ahead and staple on your 4 cookies. Then you're going to write across the top what's cooking, just like this. So what's cooking, and then you've attached all 4 of your cookies. And if you know how to write your numbers all by yourself, you can write 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then under each cookie, I wrote down the word of each step. You can write them, and if you don't know how to write your letters yet, you can just draw. I did both so you could see. So number 1, remember, was prepare. So I wrote prepare, and I also drew a little shopping cart there. And number 2 was cook. So I drew a little fry pan, and I wrote cook. And number 3 was to enjoy. Yum, that's the eating part. And I have some family members up there that eat with dinner with me. And then finally, the cleanup part. I put a little soap on there. So that's it. That's just your own little miniature sequence chart that you can put in your kitchen and help you remember the 4 steps to make something wonderful in what's cooking. This is a great spot for the what's cooking sequence chart, don't you think? Every time you want to cook something, it's right here on the fridge. I just stuck it on with some refrigerator magnets I happen to have. Well, you know, Cookie and I have had a lot of fun practicing those sequence steps today because we think everything is better with friends, don't we? I have another story I'd like to share with you called Friends Help Each Other. Daniel the tiger is at a tea party. Let's see what happens. Friends Help Each Other. Friends Help Each Other, adapted by Farrah McDougall. Hi neighbor, today I am playing with Katerina, kitty cat. Meow meow, do you want to have a tea party? Asked Katerina. Let me get a chair for you, says Katerina. That chair is heavy, I can help. No thank you, says Katerina. I can do it all by myself. Oh no, Katerina bumps the table with the chair. Everything falls on the floor. What happened? Asked Henrietta Pussycat. I made a mess, cries Katerina. Our tea party is ruined. Maybe Daniel can help, says Henrietta. Yes, I can help. Friends help each other. Yes, they do. Tea time, says Katerina. I want to pour the tea by myself. Oh no. Katerina spills the tea. I can help clean up the tea. Friends help each other. Yes, they do. Do you want to pour more tea? Asked Henrietta. Yes, but this time I will not do it all by myself, said Katerina. Will you help me pour? Asked Katerina. Yes, friends help each other. Yes, they do. I am happy I helped my friend today. Ugga mugga. Friends really do help each other. Yes, they do. Just like in Daniel's story. You know, I have this super awesome cookbook I just found called Let's Cook. And this is another famous Sesame Street character on this. I bet you know who he is, right? Elmo. Very good. This has great recipes in it, fun things for kids to cook at home. And I was glancing through it and happened to find this guy, Cookie Monster, right? Do you see what he's wearing? Cookie Monster has an apron on there, right? Protecting himself from the food that he's cooking. I'll have to show that to Cookie later. So I found this really fun recipe that also uses fruit. It's called Big Bird's Breakfast Sundae. So I thought not only do friends help each other, but family helps each other too. So I gave my mom a quick call and I said, Mom, could you help myself and my friends at home practice the 4 steps of what's cooking? And she's like, that's perfect. My niece has been wanting to cook something with her for a while. So I'm going to write down the ingredients I need in this recipe for the breakfast sundae. I'm going to stop at the store. I'll grab my niece, and then I'll meet you up at Grammy's house. And Grammy and my niece Lulu can show you how to make it using the 4 steps.
Oh, hi, Tara and Lulu. So
Hi.
nice of you to visit.
Hi, Grammy. Thanks for having us.
Wow.
So we're here to cook. I brought the food.
And I brought Cookie.
Well, Cookie Monster's welcome too.
Yeah, let's go to the kitchen.
Okay.
Hey, girls. I'm so glad you came over, Lulu, because I know you've been wanting to cook with Grammy, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming.
I really appreciate you inviting me to cook.
Oh, yay. And Cookie's happy too, right, Grammy?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
All right, so I brought a cookbook and I brought some ingredients, and I also brought this sequence chart with me that we've been working with our viewers at home. I thought maybe you could help them practice it and make good food at the same time.
Sounds fun.
All right, great. I'm going to run some errands. I'll be back, girls. Thanks.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, Grammy. Cookie and I are going to check out the first step. Okay, the first step says prepare, so let's get everything ready.
Okay, let's do it. Well, Lulu, it looks like we're going to make a breakfast sundae. You can get out the yogurt and the fruit, and I'll get the granola.
Okay.
And before we start, let's wash our hands.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be nice and delicious.
And healthy, too.
Yeah.
Okay, Lulu, let's check out step 2.
Okay. Oh, yay, it says cook.
Oh, great, my favorite part.
Me too.
Okay, Lulu, it says here we have to alternate layers of yogurt, fruit, and granola. So, do you want to start with the yogurt?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you can put yours in.
Okay, I really like your earrings.
Oh, thank you so much. Are you anxious to get back to school?
Yeah,
Okay, shall we put some blueberries in now?
sure.
Okay. Whoop, let's take the stems off here. We don't want any stems, do we?
No, that just makes it
Hmm.
a little. So, how's your day going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Did your summer go fast?
Yeah.
Right. But it's always fun to get new shoes and clothes to go back to school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do some strawberries.
Strawberries are my favorite.
Are they? I
Yeah.
love them too. They're nice and sweet.
Yeah.
Here, you can have yours. The fruit has been really good this summer too.
Yeah.
Do you like watermelon?
Yeah.
I
really
love
like
watermelon.
I want this strawberry.
Now for the last one, granola.
Granola.
Do you like granola, Lulu?
Kind of.
Do you? Some people don't. Now to make this extra special, we're gonna put some whipped cream on top.
Yummy.
I love whipped cream.
Me too. My turn.
Good. You know what'd be really special if we put a little piece of strawberry or a little piece of blueberry on top?
Yeah.
That would make it really pretty.
Yay.
I think these are beautiful. How about you people? How does it look? Yummy?
I say it looks yummy.
Yes.
I really hope this next one says eat. Yes, it says enjoy.
Yay! Let's go over to the table, Lulu.
Yeah.
Well, hey, girls, do you mind if I join you?
Yeah, come sit.
What's going on here?
We're just eating our snacks that we made. We made you one.
Oh, that's so nice. What is this?
It's breakfast sundae.
It looks delicious and healthy. Was it fun to cook with Grammy?
It really was.
Was it? Oh,
Let's put our napkins on our laps,
Okay.
girls.
thanks for reminding us, Grammy.
Yeah.
Always good to have good manners, right?
Yeah.
And you know, this is actually my favorite part of cooking is enjoying it with people I love. Doesn't it just make it so special?
It really does.
It does. It makes it all worthwhile. And it's delicious too. Wow, these are good. Good job.
Thank you.
Yummy, the fruit's so good. I think there's one more step, isn't there?
Yeah, looks like it.
Let's finish these and then we'll read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right, Cookie, let's see what the last one says. Oh, it says clean up.
Okay, let's go, Lulu. We'll clean up together. You know, many hands make light work.
And today's current version of that is teamwork makes the dream work.
Aha.
Well, Grammy, thanks so much for having us today.
Oh, I'm so glad you came. It was so much fun, wasn't it?
So fun, wasn't it? Love it. Love cooking with the people that I love.
Aha.
All right, everybody, have a great day. Oh,
Bye.
all
Thank
right.
you for having us.
Yeah.
This is bye.
Yay! All right, off we go. You know, eating food together can be very special. Cookie Monster and I are going to go visit a couple families and see what they like most about dining together. You ready, Cookie? Let's go.
My favorite part about dinner, Cookie, is getting to hear what everyone did today.
Hey guys, Cookie's over to eat dinner tonight. Does he like tater tots too?
Yeah.
My favorite thing about dinner is laughing together.
Giggles, yeah.
Hey Cookie, thanks for coming to dinner with us tonight. My favorite part of dinner is hearing about everybody's adventures they had today.
Hey Cookie, my favorite part is eating my mom's dessert.
Hey Cookie, my favorite part about my family dinner is eating my mom and dad's yummy dinner.
My favorite part of dinner is finally getting to sit down with my family after a long day and hearing what everyone did. Thanks for coming, Cookie.
Bye Cookie.
Bye Cookie.
Bye Cookie.
You can see how special it is to share food with the people that you care about. Right, Cookie? We had fun visiting our friends. And Cookie and I can't wait to get cooking another recipe so we can share it with more people, right, Cookie? We both have our aprons on. We're ready to go. And we'll probably end up finding another recipe in our Let's Cook cookbook, don't you think, Cookie? But before we start again, we just want to remind you about our What's Cooking sequence chart. We have it hanging here right on our fridge. And there are 4 steps. So let's see if you remember what they are at home. Step 1, prepare. Step 2, to cook. Step 3, enjoy. And step 4, always clean up so you're ready for your next cooking adventure. Right, Cookie? Well, we had so much fun, as always, learning with you at home today. And until we see you again, Cookie and I hope that you keep cooking, keep reading, keep learning, and always keep watching WQLN, because we love to bring learning to life with you at home. Until next time, bye-bye.